Hey, and welcome to Make a Mark Studios. I'm Miss V, artist and art teacher, and in this video tutorial, we're going to be drawing digital drips. This is a great practice activity to build fluency with digital drawing skills and to practice using layers. The program that I'll be using in the video is a free web-based drawing app called Clecky.com. You can use any program as long as it has layer capabilities. For the digital drawing drips, you'll have some options with how you finalize your own personal design. You can make it black and white repeating pattern, rainbow, or a monochromatic digital drip color scheme, which is shades and tints of one color. To get started, we'll go to the File tab and click New. Here you'll be able to choose the size of your canvas. I'm going to be making a square canvas, but you could also do a landscape or portrait mode to fit what you're looking for. The very first step is to click the Layers tab and click the plus sign to add a layer on top of your white background. This is a very small step, but it's a very important step. You want to make sure that you're not really doing anything on that back white layer. Everything's going to be layers added on top. For step 2, we're going to start to add our very first layer of drip. I'm going to select the Brush tab and I'm going to make the color a black color. And then I'm going to add a detailed line to create the shape of this organic looking drip. I'm going to fill it black, and then I'm going to use a smaller brush size and zoom in to add finer details. These finer details really make the shape of your drip more interesting, so I definitely recommend adding these. Step 3, we're going to go to the Layers tab and add another layer. And this is another very important step. We're going to drag that layer, so layer 3, underneath layer 2. What this does is it'll allow us to color underneath that black drip layer without affecting it. Step 4, we're going to go to the Brush tab again and add a dark color of your choice. So I'm going to be doing a monochromatic color scheme. So I'm going to be doing shades of a magenta. I'm going to start with a really dark magenta and I'm going to create another drip layer. Notice it's really dark. I'm following the contours of my drip. Step 5, we're going to repeat that process. So we're going to go to the Layers tab, click Add a Layer, and then I'm going to drag that layer underneath layer 3. For this layer, I'm going to slowly lighten the color that I've chosen to create another drip layer. So each layer is going to follow those same contours but get a little lighter each time. Step 7, same process. Add a layer and drag it underneath, lighten the color, and add in another drip layer. We'll continue this process over and over again until I have 8 layers. With Clecky, 8 layers is the max amount of layers that you can add in the program. If you're using another program, you might find that you can do more layers and keep this effect going until you reach the bottom. You'll start to see as you add in more layers this really cool rhythm happening, this visual vibration that kind of plays a trick on your eyes. As you get to those final layers, you definitely want to make sure that your color is pretty light, almost like a white. If you'd like, you can go back to your white layer once you have all of your drip layers done, and you can play around with coloring the white layer and paint a contrasting color. You can even do something else in the background, maybe like a brick wall. Don't forget to go to File and save your work whenever you're done. Here's another example that I'll show you, and this is a rainbow drip, which is another fun option to create digital drips. Something fun that you can explore and experiment with is adding shadows. So to add a shadow, you'll do this on the layer underneath the previous layer, and you're going to use a blending brush with a low opacity, choose a darker color, and make it look like it's casting a shadow onto the layer below. This creates a really cool layered 3D effect on your digital drips. The eyedropper tool is a really nice tool to use. It's right underneath the rainbow scale on your brush tab. Looks like a little eyedropper. What this does is it allows you to click on a color and it'll sample that color to fill your brush with it. So it's a really good way to go back to get those colors that you've used, and you don't have to hunt around to make it match. And the last thing I do is just add a couple little highlights onto my top drip layer for the rainbow effect. Another fun option would be black and white drips, which creates kind of a cool contrasting color effect. And with this, you can also experiment and explore with creating a fun contrasting background. Since the shapes are black and white, maybe your background is really colorful. I hope you found this video tutorial to be helpful. Feel free to subscribe for more videos from Make a Mark Studios, helping you to make your mark through art.